Well, as we come into the holiday time, there's lots of conflicting issues. You know, I think about the fact that we were always like, oh, the holidays, oh, we have family time. And now everybody's like, oh, the holidays, oh, family, you know, I can't see my family. And, you know, we always wanted to get out of it, or kind of approached it complaining a little bit. And now all of a sudden we don't have it. And
Yeah.
part of that is not a bad thing. It gives you perspective. And I think it helps you appreciate what you have and what's important.
Yeah.
But it's, I think, going to be emotionally a real challenge for people for the holidays.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it really is. I mean, holidays are about tradition. And we all have different traditions, whether it's certain foods. I see certain people, I travel to a certain place, and that's going to be limited immensely. And as you said, I think it does highlight priorities, and celebrating and appreciating loved ones, something that needs to happen on a daily basis, not just at the holiday time. So I think this is a great time to pull out creativity, figure out of your traditions, of your experiences, what are the favorite ones? And how do we really embrace those, and how do we creatively do them? Depending where family are, you can, we've all seen the birthday parties on the lawn over the summer. Yes, it's colder, but it's not an impossibility, to do a drive-by Santa visit, or,
Hey, there's no bad weather. There's only bad clothing choices.
Agreed. Absolutely. A great time to send gifts, send cards, do a Zoom party or holiday, and separate that out. But again, that constant connection through phone calls and just letting people know you're thinking of them. But try to narrow out those couple traditions that are really, really important, and finding a way to make sure those happen. A great time to add new traditions as well. So that combination, if there's something novel that you want to do, that, maybe this is the year you do all handmade decorations for a holiday tree, or you try a new recipe. We have the time. So add one new thing in and build a new positive tradition to go along with the previous ones.
I think cooking together is one of my favorite things to do now, is setting up the laptop in the kitchen and just,
Mm-hmm.
putting stuff together and talking. Well, and I think we can really get creative if you almost gamify it, in a sense of, okay, this is our tradition. What can we do? How can we,
Yep.
mold this into something that can still keep us safe, but still be rewarding and soothing, and give us some of the feeling that we're looking for.
Yeah. And I think it's also important to acknowledge that there might be some significant financial stressors for some people this year. And obviously, if you look at the marketing and the advertising, everything I think starts earlier every year. So again, communicating and acknowledging some of those boundaries that might exist, and making something fun. Maybe this year, everybody, if you're going to buy a loved one a gift, it has to be under $5 and has to have a handmade card.
Yeah.
So acknowledging it and being creative, but that's a real stressor for families. And for those that are in a position, if you can donate to an organization that helps children and families that need, it's a great time to be able to put some kindness out there if you're in a position to be able to do so.
Yeah, it really is. I think that's awesome.